Kobe Bryant died, Vanessa inherited his wealth.
Sure.
And guess what? Is Vanessa Bryant using any of that black man's money to do any good in the black community?
Let me ask you
absolutely not.
She's been through a lot, and just to have her catch strays from Dr. Umar, who's just doing this to run up the numbers, to sell a bigger bag. And when you think about it, dollar for dollar, who do you think has put more money into the black community? Dr. Umar or Vanessa Bryant? I'm just saying. Dr. Umar strikes again.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
It's bad decisions where we watch people make
bad decisions.
It's your boy Sherm.
It's your man Jay. So first and foremost, I'm actually a slight fan of Dr. Umar. I think he's hilarious, but he is funny. He's very funny. He's more of a comedian than he is anything else to me.
I was about to say that.
No offense to him. That sounds offensive. Anyway, my first thought when I saw this was, does he have any facts or any proof to back up his statements, or is he just yelling and over-talking people with inflammatory remarks and inflammatory opinions?
I'm being unfair how?
No, let me tell you why.
Expecting white women to use black money to help black people?
No.
How is that unfair?
Because the same way you naming these people, we can name mad black wives that got black money from their husbands that did to help black people. Well, stop. It's my goal. No, it's not.
And you know what the difference is?
You're wrong.
You know what the difference is?
You're wrong.
This sounds like it has a defamation lawsuit written all over it.
Well, I'll definitely give you a hint. I think it's number one.
The first option?
Yeah, the first option.
I would say I would think so. But I mean, honestly speaking, does Vanessa Bryant, if she even sees this, will she care enough or have time to respond to? I doubt it. But if she wanted to, lawsuit.
I mean, first and foremost, there's a lot of things that Dr. Umar said, and I mean a lot in this interview is absolutely hilarious. But there's also a lot he got wrong. And just to start off with, Vanessa Bryant isn't white. She's Hispanic. And I know Hispanic isn't a race, but she'd technically be considered what is called mestizo.
You don't know. This is you.
Technically, okay, it's technically considered mestizo if you're Hispanic. You can correct me in the comments. That's basically like a mix between white and indigenous. So he got that wrong for starters. Also, quick question. When a famous black person dies, where does their money go? Does it go directly to the black community? Absolutely not. It goes to what? Trust funds, businesses, maybe stocks, even car dealerships. It does not go directly to the black community. So I don't even think that that's even a justifiable comparison, saying that like, oh, well, none of her money is ever going to go to the black. Like, when does it ever go to the black community directly?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, wasn't he trying to say that because she exercises control now of Kobe's estate?
Yeah.
So therefore she should be sending some of that money to support black initiatives, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
But he's saying that she's not, which I doubt he has proof of.
Exactly.
Speaking of giving back to the black community, after I watched the video, I had to do a quick Google search, literally a 2-second Google search. And what came up on my screen was the Mamba and Mambacita Foundation.
Yeah.
And I read what the foundation's mission is. And this is what it said, and I quote, "Dedicated to creating positive impact for underserved athletes and boys and girls in sports." Now, I might be going out on a limb here. I might be assuming here, so don't come for me. But when I hear the word underserved, I'm guessing that there's got to be at least one black person involved in that initiative.
I mean, it's an umbrella term, so you gotta think all minorities are probably in that umbrella.
All minorities, which would include
black.
Right. So just that alone already negates part of Umar's argument. Last thing I'm going to say about this is when I heard him speaking in my mind, I'm like, this has to be some kind of fallacy. He just sounds like he's making an argument that's not rooted in fact. What he was doing is called a false exclusionary disjunct. He's basically saying that there's A and there's B, or there's A or B. And because A is true, therefore B is not.
Yeah.
It's false.
Yeah.
Vanessa Bryant just started an initiative with 3 predominantly white colleges, some sort of a sports initiative with Kobe's money and Kobe's name, didn't choose a single HBCU.
So because she allegedly donates money to or with white people, she does not do that with or to black people, which is not
true at all.
Not true. Not necessarily true.
The main point is, guys, is that this was an absolute reach. And the part that annoys me enough is that Vanessa Bryant has already lost enough. She lost her daughter and she lost Kobe. So for her to be randomly catching strays just to go viral, to me is just it's disgraceful, man.
Right.
It's so unnecessary. And when you think about it, Vanessa Bryant has only been in charge of his estate for what, like 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
How many NBA players, when they first come to the NBA, know exactly what to do with all the money they're given?
Yeah.
Very few people, right? So for you to like have such a harsh criticism on someone who had to deal with her husband dying, they had to deal with her daughter dying, and then has to deal with how to manage this large amount of money. And you have to also think about it. They're not like she's not like an NBA player where they're constantly generating revenue.
Right.
Kobe's dead. So whatever deals that he has in place is done. That's it. That's all the money she's gonna get, and then she has to figure out how to distribute that and how to continuously make money. Right. So I just don't think that that's even a fair comparison to put on her plate. And like I said, she's been through a lot, and just to have her catch strays from Dr. Umar, who's just doing this to run up the numbers, to sell a bigger bag. And when you think about it, dollar for dollar, who do you think has put more money into the black community? Dr. Umar or Vanessa Bryant? I'm just saying. Y'all can do the research on that. I'm just saying. One asks for money and one gives money.
Oh, he's like, dang! Tell me how you really feel, man.
I mean, it just annoys out of all the people to bring up, bro. Leave her alone.
That's real, though.
Leave her alone. Yeah. Like, I can understand if she said like reckless stuff or like, because listen, we've made videos on people and like they've been taking straight strays, like Tyrese, but like Tyrese will get on the internet and say something crazy, so we kind of have to respond to it. Whereas she's just like in her little corner, she's leaving people alone, she's trying to grieve in peace, and you out here trying to, you know, it's just annoying.
No, I got you. That was well said. Yeah.
So ultimately, I want to say Dr. Umar made a bad decision going after her. I think that was really whack. I think that was really classless too on top of it. I mean, I get he's trying to make an example, but he's wrong in just so many ways. It's such a reach. Like, bro, you can go viral off of something else. Damn. And I mean, I think during that interview, he did go viral off of 5 other points. So, I mean,
wow.
Could have chosen another person. What do you think? Good decision, bad decision?
Sheesh, it was in flames. Yeah, no, it was terrible. It was a bad decision. I agree.
Yeah.
Even before what you said. But now, I mean, what you said, I agree. Like, leave her alone. And it was definitely a reach. And baseless at that. That's a problem. That's the thing, too. Leave her alone regardless. But even the fact that it's baseless, I mean, I don't know. I don't have the facts whether or not she's donated or not. I'm quite sure it's baseless.
Yeah. All right, guys. So if you think Umar actually made a good decision, which means you might actually be this, leave a like or leave a comment. If you think he made a bad decision, leave a like.
Oh, sorry. You said that.
Yeah. Leave a like and leave a comment, guys. All right, guys. We're out.